Hey everybody, I'm Lissa and it's Wednesday, and that means it's time for a Top 5 Wednesday. This is actually the first video, well the second video, considering the one I just shot where I basically sat on the floor and cried for 10 minutes since I had my surgery. So yeah, welcome back me. If I sound weird at all, it's because I had surgery on my face, as you guys may know by now, and the entire left side of my face is numb. My lip, if you pay attention, actually doesn't really move much on this side. So I have a slight lisp, really unfortunate, bear with me. But it's Top 5 Wednesday, and everyone knows how much I love Top 5 Wednesday. It was created by Ginger Reads Lainey. There will be a link to both her page and the Goodreads group down in the box. This week's Top 5 Wednesday prompt is Top 5 historical titles, and that is any book that does not take place in the present. So you kind of have a broad range of things to work with. And the first book that I'm actually going to talk about with you guys today is kind of a cheat. And that book is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Really the entire Harry Potter series I'm going to count for one entry into this particular Top 5 Wednesday tag. And the reason why I'm counting Harry Potter, which I guess technically counts because it does take place in the 90s and not in the 2000s, even though if you don't think about it too hard, it can very easily take place today. But the reason why I'm including these in this particular historical book's title is because so much of Harry Potter depends on things that happened way long time ago. I'm talking Dumbledore and Grindelwald trying to take over the world. I'm talking Voldemort's original rise. I'm talking Moreau Gaunt. I'm talking Salazar freaking Slytherin himself. Like, so much of this takes place starting in like the 11th, like the things that happen in this book, or in these books, I guess you could say, depend so heavily on things that happen in the 11th century and forward that it counts for me as a historical novel. The second book I'm going to talk about today, you guys are probably really sick of listening to me talk about, and that is Les Jeux Sont Faits by Jean-Paul Sartre, who is the, well, that's upside down. Les Jeux Sont Faits by Jean-Paul Sartre, who is a French existentialist and philosopher. This book actually takes place during the French Revolution, the last one, because the French are so grumpy and they just throw revolts all the freaking time. This book is actually about, how do I describe this book? This book is actually about a couple that meet once they're both dead. Like, they don't know each other all in life. They're from two completely different stations in life. Was that a bird? This like really intense shadow just flew across the wall behind. Not important. It's about two people that meet when they're dead and fall in love. So they're given 3 days, I think it was, to come back to life essentially and see if they can make it work with each other. And if they can make it work with each other, they will be allowed to stay alive. Now obviously there are all sorts of other obstacles. Like, one of the main character is a big deal in the revolution, and he's leading actually a revolt, which is kind of how he died in the first place. And the other, the lady in the story is a member of the bourgeoisie that he is actually revolting against. But they get to go back 3 days in the past and see if they can, one, stop each other from dying, two, fall in love in the real world. If they can do those things, they get to stay alive. Read it. It's good. The third book I want to talk to you guys about today, I actually do not have a copy of anymore because, as you know by now, I have lost all my books and I don't know where to find them. That book is The Great Gatsby by J.R.R. Tolkien, and I know that is wrong. The Great Gatsby is by F. Scott Fitzgerald. It's the initials. It's the initials. And The Great Gatsby, if you guys do not know and have not seen the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, I haven't seen it even though I love Leo and I love this book. It's probably one of my favorite books of all time. Is about this guy who moves to this really ritzy part of town to kind of hang out with his cousin for a while, and ends up meeting this sketchy millionaire bro named Jay Gatsby, and hijinks ensue, people die, shit gets real. Book number 4 is not the oldest book on this list, but if it wasn't for the last book that I'm going to talk about, it totally would be, and that is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This is actually a bind-up of 7 Jane Austen novels that I got from Barnes & Noble. If you guys are familiar at all with this collection, I don't even think I need to explain Pride and Prejudice. I don't. If you haven't seen the 2007 movie with Keira Knightley, you need to go watch it right now because it's fracking amazing. And it might have been made in 2004 and not 2007, but you need to go watch it because it's beautiful. Goodbye. The last book I'm going to talk to you guys about today is a special book to my heart because it's the entire reason why I am so in love with fantasy in the first place. And that book is the Lord of the Rings trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien. And I'm going to just go on ahead and include the Lord of the Rings trilogy, The Hobbit, The Silmarillion, Unfinished Tales, everything that has to do with Tolkien's world. And the reason why I'm including this in this book haul today, or not book haul, in this Top 5 Wednesday today, is because one, the final Hobbit movie came out today, and I saw it 30 minutes ago, and y'all saw the other video, okay? I'm in my fields. The other reason why I'm including this is because if you did not know, J.R.R. Tolkien always insisted that his stories in Middle-earth actually took place during the history of our actual planet Earth. So it's history because Tolkien says so. I'm actually breaking my own rules with this book because this is probably the most treasured thing in my possession right now, and I didn't wash my hands before I picked it up. I'm serious. It's a rule. And that's it for me and Top 5 Wednesday. If you guys have read any of these books, let me know down in the box. If you have your own Top 5 Wednesday list and you don't agree with anything that I put on here, you know what? You let me know down in the box and we can talk about it. It'll be awesome. I don't know what you guys are reading or what you have read, but I would like to. In the meantime, you can follow me on all my other social medias. That's Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Google+, Pinterest. I'm leaving something out, but you know what? There'll be links to those in the box too. Until next time, guys. See you later. That was a weird kind of wingapo thing that I keep doing. I don't know why, and I'm going to stop talking now because The Hobbit has me really messed up. Bye.